Okay. Hey guys, it's your girl Detailz, aka Miss Cheesecake, aka Teresa Caputo, aka Queen of Quarantine, aka I Want to Get Out, aka man, I just want to see my friends. Welcome back to Detailz, the Slice. You would think that with people in the house, it would like cause people to just be cool and collected and just really take the time to work on things maybe at home you need to work on yourself, hobbies, get yourself a coloring book. You could be playing Monopoly with your roommate if you have one, or you could be learning solitaire if you live alone. I mean, hello, we all got subscriptions to the Hulus and the Netflix and the Primes. Oh my god. Moving along. One of my favorite lines from Players Club, classic. Alrighty, slice number one, Bad Baby. I don't understand why this girl is famous.
Y'all say that I try to be black because maybe a reason of me trying to be black because I grew up in the hood. Tarzan, right? The story of Tarzan, he grew up around the bears in the jungle. He didn't know no better. The monkeys, whatever it was, the monkeys or the bears.
There's a term that where people use that and they say, oh, this is the, the hood is the jungle. It's the hood. It's rough out here in these streets. And that I understood. I understood you were trying to get to that whole entire like analogy and comparison. That I understand. But where you went wrong was where you went with the whole Tarzan, George of the Jungle comparison. Girl, you should have just kept that shit right there and just say, I'm a white girl. I grew up in the hood around a lot of black people and I just happened to pick up the slang. It happens because it does happen. I think one time I had Facebooked one thing one time that said, can we please like stop inviting this girl to the barbecue? And that is just my final like conclusion on this entire slice right here. I'm gonna cut it off, put it on the plate and give it to you and just say that please stop inviting that bitch to the barbecue, please. Thank you. Slice number two, Ellen DeGeneres. Baby, let me tell you, when they was dragging Ellen, they was letting her ass have it. Kevin T. Porter, a comedian, and he has a podcast, had basically tweeted this out. He said, right now all we need is a little kindness, like Ellen DeGeneres is always talking about. She's also notoriously one of the meanest people alive. Respond with the most insane stories you've heard about Ellen being mean and I'll match you with $2 to each for the LA Food Bank. First of all, you can't get mad at somebody for trying to raise money for charity. After Kevin put this on Twitter, people came out of the woodwork telling stories. I have heard my own fair share of stories. I've also heard that she's like kind of an annoying prankster, like she's kind of a child. Equating her $27 million mansion and comparing it to jail. Shut up, shut up, shut up! If your home is like jail, then I'm pretty sure that there are inmates right now who are literally in jail for something as stupid as a dime bag of weed. And I'm sure that they would love to switch places with you right now. If I ever have to go serve time, I'm just gonna say, can I serve it at Ellen's house, please? You never know who is watching. We live in the world now of social media. We live in the world of Twitter and Instagram and all these like social media platforms where people are able to just go out and tell a story. If you have a name and you have like this clout and then you're just rude to Joe Schmo, you just think that Joe Schmo doesn't have a voice, or you never know who Joe Schmo knows. Maybe this is like Ellen's, maybe her karma coming around. Maybe it's her karma for scaring all those people on her show like she does. Ellen DeGeneres, be nice. Do better. Do better. Slice number three. Around here, there's more than just dresses in everyone's closet. Yes, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let me tell you something, they did not disappoint. I'm really happy when I found out Garcelle was gonna be the new housewife of Beverly Hills and also the first black housewife of Beverly Hills. It's kind of crazy after, is it 10 seasons? I love her. I remember watching her as Fancy on the Jamie Foxx show. I was like, Fancy! She got like a Claire Huxtable kind of like way about getting a bitch together. A girl who has just this confidence and this like do not F with me personality, which I love. Kudos to whoever picked Garcelle. I love her. I was actually really shocked when Kyle was doing the fashion show and it was just so much bad planning. I just would have assumed that she just would have been better organized, especially like something like a clothing line. She's a great fashionable person. She dresses really, really great. We've seen throughout the season, like she obviously has great fashion sense. A very conservative, all-American, rich woman, how she dresses, very Ralph Lauren. To me, she really didn't understand the work that was gonna go into planning this entire fashion show and the clothing line and like, you know, like, it seemed like she had missed meetings to, like, go check out textiles and samples and, like, you know, models, hair and makeup. Damn, you just were not organized at all in this process. Erica took them back to the go-go bar, or the strip club, or the club that she used to work at. We never see, like, that many things about Erica, and I thought it was great that she opened up herself really to speak about moving to New York City and talking about the rent still has to be paid and, like, you know, having to really take care of herself. Lisa was doing a little bit of judging. Lisa Rinna. I don't really ever know how to feel about her because I always feel like there's a part of her that stirs up trouble on purpose, but I also feel like there's a part of her that knows she stirs up the trouble on purpose, and sometimes you kind of are happy that she's doing it because she gets the answers. I also feel like she doesn't own it. She doesn't own it always. Erica Jane. I have to say this once again to the people who are making the decisions about who stays and who goes. I'm going to say this right now. If you ever get rid of Erica Jane, I will have a serious heart attack. I love Erica Jane. I think that she is one of the, other than Garcelle, she's one of the best things that's happened to the Housewives of Beverly Hills. I love how unapologetically rich she is, but I also love how she makes that relatable. She's from the South. She is, you know, she talks about how her mother raised her to be tough and how her mother used to make her go on auditions and have to pick up the phone and make the phone call. But I just love, like, her attitude. She's just got such a chill attitude, and it makes me very excited to see her and Garcelle on the season together because I feel like her and Garcelle are going to get along very, very well, and we're going to see some great moments between the two of them. This new girl, Sutton, there was a moment where Erica walked in, and I guess she complimented Erica's bag and Erica thought she had said Fendi, and instead Erica said Fenty, and then she was like, well, I don't care if it was made by Jesus himself. No, girl, I'm pretty sure if you could get a diamond made by Jesus and put it in the vault, like at a safety deposit box, I think you would. Then how she was like coming for the girls, you know, coming for Erica, saying her dress was too short, coming for Teddy in the romper when Teddy's pregnant, and so Teddy was just probably trying to hide her little belly pooch. I don't know, there's just so about her I don't like. Alrighty, slice number 4. RuPaul's Drag Race season 12, my opinion so far on this season. There's been so much wrapped up with season 12. First, you know, we had all of the craziness with Sherry Pie. The whole COVID situation and the lockdown happened where everyone had to go in quarantine. So these girls haven't really been able to experience what it's like to go to viewing parties and work and meet the fans and do the meet and greets and go travel and make the money and really, you know, show off in redemption and fashion. It's really making it hard to watch the show because usually as the show is airing, the girls, you're able to see them kind of redeem themselves at the events in the public, being able to be put in those positions to meet really like great people who can help put their career on the map or do more. Jackie Cox. I love Jackie Cox. You can tell that she is really well behaved. Anytime they said you were on ice, which means you can't talk or do anything, I bet you she was the one girl who was quiet all the time. When the challenge, you know, managers came around and would ask you like, okay, does anyone have any questions about the challenge, which is like behind the scenes stuff kind of. I could tell that she was like the one who asked probably every detail, like what can they do, what cannot be done, I have this idea, we're gonna do this, like da-da-da. I could tell she is just such a well-organized queen, which I love too. I love a good organized queen. Jan got eliminated. To me, that is the best lip sync of the season so far, is Widow Von doing her doing the Shaka Khan song. You could see how hard Jan was fighting for that moment because I think she knew she was fearful of having to dance against Widow, who is a great performer. I've worked with Widow years ago. She is such a great entertainer, and she's such a fun girl to be in the dressing room with too. Heidi N Closet. Heidi. I love Heidi N Closet. I love her personality. I love everything about her. I think she's so funny. I did Black Girl Magic with her back a few months ago. She was so much fun to be around, and she has such a respect for the industry, for people who've come before her. She's one of the girls, when I met her, you could tell she was super happy about the experience and be a Drag Race girl and just be able to say she had a season on Drag Race. Drag Race is one of the biggest platforms right now for drag queens, and it is the golden ticket. You want that golden ticket. You want to be picked. You want to be one of Ru's girls. So I love Heidi N Closet. I want to say this really quick thing, and then I'm just going to move on. We need to make sure that we are protecting Heidi N Closet at all costs. Let me tell you. She already got it. If you don't like her makeup, please don't allow that to be the one reason why you don't like her, because trust and believe, there have been a lot of girls who have come through this show with terrible makeup and y'all give them so much love. So I'm just saying, don't let that be the one thing, okay? I mean, look at me. Y'all give me a lot of love and my makeup is terrible. That's what Alaska says, at least. Carson Kressley is giving me the jokes of life. I don't know if he is writing his own jokes, or I don't know who is writing the jokes for him. Just kudos to Carson Kressley, because seriously, every time he's been on the show, I don't know why, I just have had the hardest laugh at his jokes. My top 3 this season would probably have to be Jada, Gigi, and Heidi. I will see you guys for the next episode of Detailz Just Slice Quarantine Edition. Catch me on all my platforms. I'm on Twitter, The Real Dida Swag. On Instagram, Dida Swag. And Facebook is just Dida Ritz. See you guys later. Psst. Subscribe.